Good morning everyone, it's Behzad here again from Hey World Coder. Welcome back to another video of how to creating a simple login app using Android Studio in Java language. In today's video we are going to do some changes in our existing code. The first one is we are going to set up a method that skips the login for the user. What does that mean? That means whenever the user comes to your app, it doesn't need to log in every time they open up the app. So I will skip it as long as they haven't logged out yet. In the second step, we are creating a logout method. So whenever a user wants to log out, we will send the user out of the app. And the last one is we are going to create a menu. First, we are starting with a skipping login. We are in our welcome page from our previous video. Go to your project on your left hand side, open up your login page, scroll down and open your execute login button method. So here, above your user login button, here whenever the user clicks on it, below your debugger, just capital F, we need a Firebase user. Remember, we need to get an instance from our main class. Then we are going to Firebase user equals to small f with a Firebase auth dot get current user and semicolon. Then come down here. We need to check if the user already exists in our Firebase or no. If it does exist, then we'll skip the login and we'll transfer the user straight away to the welcome page. Write down if Firebase user doesn't equals to null. So that sign means is not equal to. Coming down here, we need to stop this current activity here. Just write and finish. And start activity. Now here we are stopping this activity to check if the Firebase user does exist or not. If it does exist, it will stop it and then we're starting a new activity. It will be new intent. We are in our login page. .this, comma, welcome page is our destination. So just recapping, we are in our execute login button method. Then we got an instance from the Firebase user class. So why are we using the Firebase user? The reason is because the Firebase user has the functionality to check if the user already exists or no. That's why we are here check. If it doesn't equal to null, that means is the Firebase user already in our database. Then we stop this checking and we send a user from login page to our welcome page. So we've done here, just minimize here, close your activity. Now we are in our welcome page. So here we have returned the user name and show it in the app. So we don't need it right now, minimize it. So we are going to create a logout method. Below your return username container, come down. So do not confuse here. We do not have a menu yet. We will create it in a second, but this is what this method is going to do, and this is where it's going to be used. Come down, private, and it's void. Simply name it logout. Create your container, copy your comment at the top. Below your bracket, need a debugger, user logged out. Done. So how are we going to do it? We have a Firebase auth here, and we got an instance from Firebase auth in our onCreate, so that it saves us. Come down here with small f Firebase auth dot sign out. Then this activity this is starting an activity, then we need to finish it and refresh. Start an activity, new intent. So we are in our welcome page. .this. Where are we sending the user? To the login page. So logout method is ready. So what I've done, I've just used the Firebase auth as a functionality to signing out. Then here I stop that activity here. We already started, and then we're refreshing with starting a new activity, which we send the user from welcome page to login page. So we're done with this method. Bring it up. The reason we are creating method is because we're going to have a needed code. So if you have a needed code, it will be easier for you to write it and read your codes firstly, and secondly, you can use as many times as you want from this object, so that will help you to have a workflow. Come down here, just write down menus, leave it as it is. Go to your project folder again, come down to your resources, not the generated one, the top one. We are in our resources, just right click on it, go to new, we need a resources file. The file name will be user menu. Remember, we have a lower cases for writing down the XML files. Then the type will be menu, and these two will stay as it is, and just click OK. Our menu item is ready. Minimize here. Go on your top right corner. We are in our menu XML. Come down. We need an item, and lock it off. So the item we need just bring it down. We need an ID for it. We just call it as logout. Then it needs an title. We call it logout. So what is title do is shows what is going here. Order in category will be 100. Visibility, it will be false. So what are they doing? So this is an ID for this logout method. The title is going to be logout whenever this is what the user is going to see. Order in category is going to be on topest one in the menu. And when it's coming to visible false, that means the menu doesn't show here unless they are click on it, and then a small windows pops up here, and then they can log out. Then we copy here, bring it down. The ID is going to be password. Title is going to be update password. Order in category will be 200, and visibility is false again. So our menu it has just 2 items. Whenever the user clicks on it, it has just only 2 items will drops down. One is logout and one is the update password. Go back to your welcome page. We are in our menu. Just simply write down on item selected. This override method, it will handle the menu items and how they are going to be performed. So just above here, just write down on create item options menu, the one here, click above. Then we cut off the super, just write down return true. Above your return, get menu item inflator dot inflate, then it will be our menu dot user menu comma menu. So this is the resource, this is the type of XML is going to be handled, and this is the layout we created here. And this is the last option here. We just assembled here, menu to menu. So go back to your user menu item. So I've done some mistake here. The visible, it shouldn't be visible. Just cut it off. And cut it off. So this visibility has to be replaced with show as an action. I apologize for that. I did a mistake here, so just write down never. So not visible, just change it to show as an action never. What does that mean? That those three dots, and whenever they clicks on them, this little window pops up and then they can select from the menu. Then here again, show as an action, comes to never. So order in category is 100, that means the first one. At 200, this is the second one we created here. So our menu is ready. Now we are going to handle it. Let's come down here, above your return super, write down a switch. So we need the getting an item ID. We're using an item here, item dot get item ID. Then we handle the switch case, just case r.id.logout. So whenever we click on this logout or this resource is being clicked, then we're calling logout method, which we create here, and that way handles our condition. Then we need to break it down. We need one more. It will be case, and that is r.id.forgot password. So let me check we're using, yeah, correct ID. So what will happen if the user clicks on password? You need to start activity, new intent, welcome page. We are in a page of welcome page. Where are we going to send the user? To forgot password page and class. So the forgot password page does handle the updated password as well. Then you're coming down to finish. Oh, sorry, just break it. Break, and that should be ready. We copy our menu, bring it down here, minimize it, and try to see what comes up. Our app is ready. Our menu is being created. Whenever you just click on it, will pops up on a menu. Just click on logout. It will transfer the user from the welcome page to our login page. We have to log in one more time, or logged in one more time. Now we are going to check if we are transferring to our forgot password page. Just click on your update password, and here we are in update password page. We do not have any content here yet because we haven't created anything. So we are just going to recapping what we've done. In our login page here, we created a condition. We created a condition to check if the user already logged into our app or no. So how have we done it? We got an instance from our Firebase user, which it handles the condition to check if the user exists or no. So here we said if the user doesn't equal to null, send the user straight away from our login page to the welcome page. So we are skipping the login every time the user comes to your app. Then we, in our welcome page, we created a logout method. So we got an instance. We used our Firebase auth. We used the Firebase auth to sign out the user, and then we stopped the activity which was running out, and then we're starting a new activity. That means we transfer the user from welcome page to the login page. Then here we create a menu. So we gave an ID to those menu items. We show them what are they going to show to the user in our title, and order in category they are above or below each other, and show as an action we put it as a never. That means we always see those three dots above, and whenever the user clicks on them, they can see what comes up in a small window. Then here we got a option menu. So how we got an inflator menu checker. We got it from the resource, the type of the XML, the name of the XML, and then here we need the menu as it is come from here. Then we selected our on option item. So what does that mean? We created the switch method. Whenever the user gets an ID, an item ID, which they are item, all of these objects, they are item. So we say whenever the user clicks on logout, then we're running our logout method. We break it here. So that means this activity is finished and we get out of our loop. And the second one is whenever the user clicks on password, what we are going to do, we are going to send the user from our welcome page to the forgot password page. That's it for this video. Thanks for your time and watching, and do not forget, if you have any question, write it down in a comment and I'll respond them as quick as I can. See you all in next video.